What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Chris Gunther Show. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure that you like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. This is the second time in the history of the Chris Gunther Show where the guest has looked better than the host. Y'all gonna make me have to start wearing my suits and ties again. Dag nabbit.
I thought he was gonna be in suit and tie.
I almost did. But without any further ado, the Chris Gunther Show welcomes Maj. What's going on with you? I like your nails.
Thank you.
Looking out. See, you came all dignified and hair slayed, makeup, and I'm looking like a brother's about to go hoop after this.
I have to represent the brand though. You know what I'm saying? So I can't.
Nothing wrong with that.
Can't catch me slipping.
How's everything coming for you?
Everything is coming. You know, we're 2 weeks out from a show, so anxiety's a little bit high, but I'm blessed. I can't even complain. Grateful.
Yeah, let's hit on this show. I think it's called. Is it called Silver Bells?
Silver Bells with Mazhorell and Friends. It's the 4th annual. I've been plugging away at this for a minute.
What made you want to start doing it?
Honestly, it started with my heart going towards single mothers, because as a single mom, I had a set of twins on my own, and I heard about a place called the Beatitude House, and they pretty much help single moms that are kind of down and out. They need a little bit of assistance, whatever. So I thought it would be really dope to do something purposeful and combine it with my favorite holiday.
I love it. You know, Christmas is like my favorite holiday too.
Oh,
like,
period.
Don't get me wrong. It's great that you have all these other holidays.
Nothing else rivals it.
Nah, it's not even close. It's not even close. And you know, you're actually doing this because of some very serious things that have happened. You know, can you hit on that a little bit?
Absolutely. This year, instead of focusing on just single mothers, my heart was really drawn to the issue of domestic abuse. And this year in particular was really serious, and it hit home for me because I identify as a survivor of domestic abuse as opposed to a victim. I've been through it. I feel like I'm still going through it. Christmas is kind of a trigger for me. The holidays is kind of an emotional trigger for me. But going into the concert this year, initially, I really just wanted to sing with my friends. We had just come off of doing The Color Purple, and I'm like, man, I want to sing with my friends, you know. And initially, the show didn't have a purpose, and I remember sitting in a rehearsal like, you know, I'm not going to do it. Just not going to do it this year. It's not worth the stress. And one of my close friends, Trayvell Maurice, sat there and
Shout out to
said...
Trey, man. Shout out to Trey.
Yes, he sat there and he said, well, what's the purpose? Why are you doing that? If you can't find the why, then there's no purpose to doing it, period. And my mother actually called me and she was like, you know, it's been impressed on my heart. I know what you went through, you know, just last Christmas, just as a result of some of the abuse mentally, emotionally, physically that I had inflicted. I was doggone near suicidal last Christmas. But she said, if you can find a way to make yourself vulnerable, that could potentially help somebody else either stand up for themselves, speak up for themselves, or just get out of a situation they don't have any business being in. So anyway, that's the purpose of the show this year, and the response to that has been overwhelming. I've received messages, at least 2 or 3 messages from girls that have seen little snippets of my stories, like, you know, I'm so glad that you kind of ballsed up and put yourself out there because it's given me the courage to press charges and protect myself and protect my children and all of that stuff. So anyway, without getting too deep, that is the purpose behind the concert this year. Of course, Christmas, of course, the best, you know, vocalist, period. You know, if you saw The Color Purple, you already know we heavy hitters, but literally all the leads, myself, the musical director, the director, we're all in it. We're all friends for real, not for fake.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you know, outside of the fact that we really just enjoy putting on shows, we enjoy it a little bit more when there's a purpose behind it.
No, and I'm glad that you were able to elaborate on that. I'm going to go back to something that you were talking about.
Yeah.
The Color Purple was a huge success. How much fun was it to be a part of
that? It was fun, and then it wasn't fun. And then it was a learning experience, which is not fun. And then the effect it had on people then made it fun again, if that makes sense. And in that order.
No, I'm glad that you talked about it because you were one of the head people in charge, and you were, in a sense, you were working it, trying to make sure everything was good behind the scenes. And I already know, just from the outside looking in, things like that are not easy. But how great did it feel to know that it was a success despite all the stuff that was going on behind the scenes?
It squeezed my heart in ways I couldn't even. I literally can't even verbalize. I found it very ironic how God works in this sense because, okay, so the Color Purple is a story about domestic violence.
It is.
We were but showing The Color Purple in Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Mm-hmm. I happen to have been the musical director, a survivor of domestic violence.
Thank God.
And now it's like the way God QB'd this. Now there's this. And I just said yesterday, it's like, if we perform in front of 15 people or if we perform in front of 500, I feel like the purpose of the show has already translated and it's already affected whoever it needed to affect. If all of this stress of putting these shows on was just to change that one girl's life that DM'd me and said, I'm gonna do it, the purpose has already kind of been fulfilled. So I'm just beyond grateful for that, man. The show is already dear to my heart, and of course, I'm a musical director, I'm an arranger, the vocals gonna be on lock, the band gonna be on lock, the show's gonna be on lock. But outside of that, the heart in it is what I feel like is really gonna affect lives.
I love how you elaborated on it, talking about it doesn't matter if it's 15 or 500, you're going to give it your all, and you're going to make sure that somebody leaves impacted and somebody leaves changed.
Absolutely.
Now, here we are in the busiest time of the year, the last month, how exciting, and I understand that things can be, stressful.
Yeah.
But this is your fourth one. How exciting is it to see you continue to, elevate and to progress?
I'm humbled. I'm humbled because I don't feel like I haven't always been this consistent person, willing to just plug away. And I prayed and I asked God, I'm like, I want to be consistent with something. And it's been difficult, just to be completely transparent. It's like when you put on a show and you have these expectations for how much audience you might want to be there or how much exposure you want it to get, and it picks up very slowly. It takes a lot of gall to then go do it again when you may feel like you haven't gotten the response that you've wanted before. So I do feel as if I think God appreciates consistency and plugging away, even though, in spite of. So for this to be my fourth one, and my last one, I was like, I'm done. I'm not. It's like I'm not doing it again. But it's like I really feel like had The Color Purple not happened, I probably wouldn't be doing it. If the purpose wasn't there, I don't feel like it would have navigated me to even wanting to do this again. But I feel a kind of new push forward, and I'm really excited to do this again and to link up with the Playhouse. This is the first time the Playhouse has hosted a concert. And they're doing that. This is technically a friend of the Playhouse kind of production. And I'm so grateful for that. They're pretty much just going off of the fact they're like, hey, did pretty good during The Color Purple. We'll take a chance on you. And I appreciate the organization for that. So it's going to be in this beautiful building, lights and curtains and
a legendary building too.
Yeah,
As I was walking in here and I took a look at the pictures on the walls.
The history.
And I'm like, this is the most historical, I want to say, theater in all of the United States. And just think it's a jewel here in our community. Once again, shout out to the Playhouse. It's all love anytime I come down here. Now let's get back into it. With everything good, there does come some bad. You have the good days, you have the bad days, but the storm eventually ends.
Absolutely.
What have you learned about yourself during all of this process?
That I am literally the strongest person I know. I always say I will cry. I'm a crier, but I will not crumble. And I feel like that is what would maybe differentiate myself, because I've gone through hell, hell and back and back and back. But I appreciate and I'm grateful right now for learning the lessons that I was supposed to learn and taking accountability for what I could have done better. You know, I appreciate that about my journey, about the struggle, and I appreciate that about myself. But that's what I'm most proud of.
And we appreciate you for your transparency. Let's shift gears back into the amazing event you have coming up. It says Maz and friends. Who are some of the friends that you got coming out?
Let me drop names. Hold up.
You better not ruin your makeup crime.
I know. I was just thinking that.
Because you did all this.
I did not
to
put
look
on waterproof
special
mascara.
and all that good stuff. You better not sit up here and start crying. Heck, I need to be crying. I'm looking like this.
Stop it. Okay, so the power lineup, of course. If you did see The Color Purple, the star of the show, Miss Seeley, Miss Michaela Moore, is in it. Another star who played Mr. James Major Burns.
Love that guy.
Another star who played Suge Avery, Miss Ariel Green.
I love Ari.
Of course, the director, Mr. Trevale Maurice. The choreographer of The Color Purple and assistant director, Miss Kiara Jones. Myself, of course. And I threw my family in there. The Johnsons are deep in the show this year. Sabrina, Gary,
I love Brina.
Gabrielle, Gary Jr. Excuse me. But yeah, I kept it. This is a small cast for me. Normally, 2018 Silver Bowl, 2019, we low-key had a football team on that stage. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this year, I didn't plan on doing Silver Bells. It wasn't until after The Color Purple, and I just felt so overwhelmed with gratefulness. I just wanted to gig with my friends, and it did turn into a production. But it's heavy hitters. I have Alonzo Smith on bass, Zoe the Genius.
He's a GOAT.
Micah Hall as my MD. I got Xavier Lane on guitar. He's a monster. Who am I missing? And Alex Hines on the drums.
He's a GOAT too. I feel like you have so many amazing people that you can call upon.
Yeah.
And how great is it just to know that you're working with friends and family?
It's amazing. It's amazing, and there's a comfort that I know is sure to translate to the audience. Like, yeah, they've been doing this for a while, and honestly, this is nobody's first time. Everybody has done this show at least twice.
I'm pretty sure that makes it easier too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be fabulous, man.
How long have you been singing? Because I know them Johnsons can sing now.
Man.
At least the ones I personally know.
Honestly, it's the whole family. Everybody does something. And my mom plays keys by ear. Uncle Gary plays keys by ear. My uncle's a drummer. We come from a pastoral lineage, so our grandfather, Bishop Clifton George Johnson, rest in heaven. He played organ. We all sing, harmonized by ear, all of it. So it's in the bloodstream at this point. We don't have a choice. My goal is hopefully to get all the Johnsons for at least one song for Silver Bells in some upcoming show, but we'll see.
Yeah, the Johnson I'm the closest with is obviously Sabrina.
Yes.
Love Brina, shout out to Brina. Anytime I mention your name, I gotta show you some love. That's always a blessing. One of my favorite, I want to say it was, we were doing the State of the Culture a few years ago, and you guys sung the Black National Anthem, and that was amazing. I loved it. I felt like
you were there.
I was. I felt like I was taking us to church for a hot second.
Yeah. And the version we did.
I know, right? Like, I think it was when Cliff hit one of them notes. I'm not even going to attempt it because I would mess up my viewership. But when he did something, I was like, that's what's up.
Right.
And I was quiet because I kind of faded to the back watching it. But it's great to see the stuff that you've overcome and all of the people that are really looking forward to it. What do you want people to take away from this experience?
Encouragement. Love and encouragement. I think sometimes because of how the holidays is like commercialized, it's like, well, you're supposed to be happy. It's Christmas time. Be happy. When in all actuality, a lot of times, especially for moms, it is like the biggest, for parents, period. I won't even just say moms. It's like the biggest cause of stress and debt. Wait till you and wifey start having some kids.
I rebuke it. I don't know if I want the kids
just
yet.
wait. No, you gonna pop them out.
I don't know, man. Me as a dad, yeah, that's a conversation for a different day. We can talk about
wait
that
till
later.
they hit your bank account. You gonna learn real quick. But yeah, the reality is it puts a lot of stress on families. You know, you're hosting, and you know there's an expectation. You want your kids to have what you didn't have, and all that stuff. So it can be heavy. But I want for people to come, and at least for those 2 hours and change that they're here, just take a load off. Don't think about what responsibilities you have to take care of when you leave. Come here, be present, and feel the spirit and the encouragement that we want to give to you, and the love.
Nothing like the love. You know, this is my favorite time of year. Give me your favorite Christmas songs.
Oh man, this year it changes every year. This year, I think one of my favorites would have to be "Oh Come All You Faithful." I feel like that song, when we hit that song this year, it's going to be a lot of wet eyeballs.
That's all right.
A lot of sweaty eyeballs. That's going to be a big one. And I have an original called Reggae Christmas. I do it every year that I wrote. And it's pretty much kind of pulling you into what Christmas is like with me and my family, because we're Jamaican.
I know that is right,
Yeah.
but I think that's great to see you're bringing that culture along with
always.
you know this part of the tradition,
Right.
And it's great to see that you all are continuing to get the kind of response that you're getting.
Yeah.
You are a mother. You have some beautiful children. How much motivation is it when you have kids to continue to persevere?
They are the purpose. They are the whole purpose. It's going to sound crazy. I did not start gigging until after I had the twins. And
Wow.
it seems like it doesn't make any sense, because like, well, before you're a parent, you have more time to do that. And I wanted to. I could not focus enough to get it done. And then when they were born, I don't know what it was. It was just a extra push of motivation. Like, I can't drag my feet anymore. I want them to see that, well, mommy wanted to sing, so mommy's going to sing. And they know me, that whatever I put my mind to it's going to get done. And that's period. But I don't think I would be this person if they didn't exist, truthfully.
Nothing wrong with it. Thank God for moms that make it happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how y'all do it.
Yeah.
But may God be with you before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit more, contact information about Silver Bells if anybody may want to come see the show?
Absolutely. Silver Bells with Mazhorell will be here at the Youngstown Playhouse on Glenwood Avenue, 600 Playhouse Lane. The tickets are $25. You can get them on eventbrite.com, or you can contact any of us directly, any of the cast members via Facebook. And if you would like a handheld ticket, we'd be more than happy to get one to you. If you need any more information, feel free to call 330-402-1007, and I will get you whatever you need to get your butt in that seat on December 17th at 7:30. The doors will open at 6:30, and we are more than excited to see you, to entertain you, and to encourage and love you this holiday season.
If anybody wanted to connect with you or follow you on social media, how can they do that?
All of my social medias are at Mazhorell. It's Mazhorell. Everything. Snapchat, Facebook. If you want to just email me, it's Mazhorell at Gmail, Yahoo, my first name. Now, I will say my Instagram did just get hacked. Hello, hackers. So my Instagram is at Mazhorell Official. Had to move on from that. But everything else, you can definitely contact me at Mazhorell on all social media platforms.
Gotcha. Nothing else needs to be asked, Maj. Thank you so much for your time today. Greatly appreciate it. Give me love. Your nails looking so good, too. Did a great job on your makeup and everything.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all like and share this video. Maj on the Chris Gunther Show. Also, huge thank you to the Youngstown Playhouse and my man Trey. See y'all next time. Cue my theme song. Gotta go.